Hello everybody and welcome. In this lesson we will talk about linear functions with one variable. We will begin by defining the function f defined on R with values in R. The general formula for this type of function will be f of x equals ax plus b, with a different from 0 and a and b will be called the parameters of the function. Also, f of x will be denoted by y. So what this function does is basically take x values as input and provide y values as output. So x is input, y is output. The result will be a set of points Pn with coordinates xn, yn, which are all part of the graph of the function, which we will denote as gf, and this gf is a straight line. This is why it's called a linear function. Okay, let's try to draw it. We will draw a Cartesian coordinate system with the x and y axis. So x, y, and origin, and also a general representation of this type of function. So here we have f of x. Okay, let's try to draw some of these points in this coordinate system. Let's say we have here on the x-axis coordinate x0. Then we can draw a line parallel to the y-axis until we reach the function's graph, and then go sideways until we reach the y-axis. And then here we will have y0. Similarly, let's take x1, go up, go sideways, and we will have y1, and let's say this is xn, also coordinate on the x-axis. Take a line, go up, intersect with the function's graph, go sideways, and here we will have a yn. Here we have the point p0, here we have the point p1, and here we have the point pn, and all these points are parts of the function's graph. Okay, let's see what happens if we intersect the function's graph with the x and y coordinate axis. Okay, first let's say gf intersected with ox. This means that f of x will be 0, or in other words we can say that y equals 0. Since f of x is y, we have ax plus b equals 0. This is a standard linear equation with one variable, so it's pretty simple to solve. We have this b which goes to the other side with minus, so we will have ax equals minus b, and this a will go to the other side into the denominator, so x equals minus b over a. So the point, let's call it m, of coordinates minus b over a, and 0 is part of gf, and we are talking about this point here, m, the x is minus b over a, and the y is 0, of course. Okay, second we will intersect gf with oy. This means that x equals 0. So if x equals 0, that means that we put 0 instead of x into f of x, which means f of 0 will be a times 0 plus b, which is b. So the point, let's call it n, of coordinates 0 and b is part of gf, and this is here. Okay, so this is n, 0 and b. Okay, let's go to the next page. Draw again the coordinate system and the function. Okay, so we have here x, y, and the origin, and the function. Okay, so f of x equals ax plus b. Here we have point n, 0 and b as coordinates, and here we have point m with minus b over a and 0 as coordinates. So as we can see here, this b is the y coordinate, so this b here is basically this coordinate here. And as we can see now, this b is positive, so the intersection point will be in the positive direction of the y-axis. If b is negative, then we will have something like this. So here with b negative. Okay, let's draw again the coordinate system and talk a little bit about parameter a. So x, y, and the origin, and the function. We will draw here at the intersection point with the y-axis. We will draw a line parallel to the x-axis. And as we can see, we have here an angle alpha, which is also the angle here, the same thing, between the function and the x-axis. And this angle is defining the slope of the function. So basically how this line is tilted. And the slope in common terms is defined as the rise over the run, and we will see exactly what this means. But first we will take this triangle here, let's say 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this triangle, which is of course a right triangle, and we will draw it here. So x, y, and the function. Okay, so we have the distance on the x-axis, the distance on the y-axis, and of course f of x. So the y will be the rise and x will be the run. These terms are kinda intuitive. So run on the horizontal axis and rise on the vertical axis. So we can expand here a little bit more. Slope equals y over x. And in trigonometric terms, y over x, in this case, is the tangent of the angle alpha. The tangent is always defined as the side which is opposite to the angle divided by the side which is near the angle. So y over x. This is tangent of alpha, which is basically a, the parameter a. So a is defining the slope So we have b. B is the intersection with the y-axis, and then we have the a parameter, which is the slope. Okay, let's go to the next page.